So guys, in the recent video, it seems like Sneako and Moist Crickle had squashed the beef, and I feel like it had a very wholesome ending. After a lot of hate on both sides, especially Sneako, it's really nice that it ended this way. But yeah, check this clip out.
Look at the way that people who are telling the truth get painted as. They get painted as these incel, virgin, loser, racist, misogynist. They try to box you in instead of tell the truth about you, because I think that they don't like what you're talking about. But I would like for us to have another conversation in the future. I like that you have a good message about how people should be happy. I like that you're advocating for the gym and you're playing basketball and you're telling people to get out of their comfort zone. I think that those are all really good things. And I do think that you're funny. I can't deny about that. Like, it's a little monotone. But, you're a funny guy.
I do appreciate the conversation. After our conversation, there really wasn't a ton of hostility left. I really feel like Sneako built me up very differently in his head to paint me as a villain in his own mind. And the reality is I just didn't match that description. So I do feel like it was a productive conversation. And there are just things that I will always disagree with him on. I'm not seeing eye to eye with a lot of the things he talks about. And that's just the reality of it. And it's that way with a lot of people. Like I said, there's no one in the world I see eye to eye on with everything. And he did talk about like trying to change his approach to things to deliver a more positive message. And that makes me pretty interested to see where he takes that. Like, if he truly does have a positive message he wants to spread, he did recognize that he hadn't been doing a super effective job of it as of the time of this conversation, and wanted to work on ways of rectifying that. I'm very curious to see how he goes about it, and if he truly was being genuine.
It comes from a place of cope and of jealousy, because they see people who are living a lifestyle opposite of them, and instead of admitting that there's a different path or admitting that they could have a good point, they try to bring down their character. That's the common theme I see with these people. So the intentions that I see from these people in the collage, they're not pure, they're not good. It's jealousy and it's hate.
And again, that is still something they could say about you as well. That's just one of the things
that's
I was
fair.
really...
That's fair, and that's why you made me realize that I need to, this whole hate brigade on Sneako in the recent weeks, I'm going to repurpose my message now. We squashed the beef.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I've been actually wanting to talk to you more.
It's funny.
I think that's a good way to end it on. Hope we could talk again in the future. I don't think we should have beef. And yeah, you did. I want to thank you for starting that whole Sneako hate brigade, because it's like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I am guilty of doing the same things that I am mad about. And I do attribute a lot of that to being canceled and a lot of resentment about that. But I just have to spread positivity now and not engage in the same type of behavior that I criticize. Yeah, you're right about that. So I'm just going to go and, I'm not going to go attack mode anymore. I don't think that there's any value to that. It's just going to come back to me.
Well, I actually really appreciate the conversation, man. It's nice to hear like a more human side of you outside of like, what I see on Twitter or Rumble. I actually do think this was a very valuable conversation, so I appreciate you I really appreciate you taking the time to have a bit of a call with me about it.
Yeah, thanks, man. And mags, not clips.
Yeah, from now on, bro, if you're gonna be talking about guns, get the terminology right. You very much offended me with that.